All right, we're here live. Clark Crawford, along with Sebastian and Skyler, here with you from the Post Oak Little League fields here in Houston, Texas. We've got the Grasshoppers and the Exploding Whales playing. Grasshoppers as the visitors, Exploding Whales the home team, and it is the Minors Division Semifinals. So exciting matchups here, and we're almost ready to go. Just throwing the last couple of warm-up tosses, and we'll be ready to go. I'll have the starting lineups here for you in just a second. All right, so you're starting 11 for the Grasshoppers. Number 1, William Bowman will lead off playing second base. Starting pitcher today, number 3, Lincoln Walker will hit second and also play some shortstop. Number 4, Kennedy Davis is your 3-hole hitter, shortstop, and he could pitch in today's ball game. Then we got Baker Curitin, the center fielder, number 2. Number 99, Saxton Ranton, the third baseman. Number 7, Robbie Anderson will play some left field today. Number 20, John Springather, the catcher, hitting 7th. Number 44, Connor Swain is going to be your first baseman, hitting 8th. Number 27, Baron Ganciotti is going to play some left field. Number 26, Weston Ganciotti is going to play some right field. And then hitting 11th, and the final hitter today is going to be number 8, Will Miller, going to play some right field here today. We are almost ready to go here for the Post Oak Little League. And for the Exploding Whales, it looks like we've got number 11, Homero Garza, on the mound, and his first pitch is a strike one, swinging, and we're underway here at Post Oak Little League. Ball 1, good eye from Bowman. Bowman, if you missed it, will play some second base here today. Garza's pitch is well outside, ball 2. So after starting off with a strike, he's thrown back-to-back out of the zone for a 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch is low, fished out, and caught by the shortstop. And that will be our first out of the game. Nice catch by Ford Johnson over there at shortstop. All right, that ball was low in the zone, but Bowman thought he could handle it, and he pops out to short. Oh, low and away, but gets the strike call there. So an 0-1 count to the starting pitcher, Lincoln Walker. Walker pops it up. Shortstop Johnson is there again, and he has made the first 2 outs of this game. And we've got 2 outs here in the top half of the first. 2 pop-ups to the shortstop. Nice plays by Johnson. Also want to add that he used 2 hands on those plays. Not too many young players using 2 hands these days. Low in the zone for ball 1 to number 4, Kennedy Davis, the 3-hole hitter. Here's Davis, as they call him KD in this lineup. Not Kevin Durant, but we've got Kennedy Davis. As Davis looks in, 2 balls and no strikes. Davis stands in from the right side of the plate, swings through, strike 1. Davis was well out in front of that one. Sitting fastball and did not get it there. 2-1 count is outside, 3-1. So Kennedy Davis in a hitter's count here. Let's see if he can do some damage and be the first base runner of this game. Grasshoppers looking for their first hit or first base runner. 3-1 count, Garza ready. Garza's pitch is low and away, ball 4, so Davis draws a walk. 2 out walks can come back to bite. We'll see where this one takes us. That's going to bring up number 2, the center fielder, Baker Curitin. Let's see if Mr. Baker can get something moving. Davis on first. Baker slaps one right back to the pitcher, Garza. Easy play to his first baseman, Laney, and that's how we'll end the top of the first with the ground out to the pitcher. We head to the bottom of the first, no score. All right, Lincoln Walker will prepare after he popped out to the shortstop to face the Exploding Whale lineup. We'll have number 99, Truman Wynn, to lead it off, followed by Homero Garza, the pitcher, number 11. And then we will have Ford Johnson, the shortstop, who made multiple putouts in that inning, followed by Raymond Hage. Then your 5-hole hitter, number 8, Sam Ryan, the catcher. Number 0, Owen Larned, the third baseman. Number 3, Max Ho, hits 7th. Number 1, Christopher Euban will hit 8th. Number 9, Robert Mackey will hit 9th. Number 12, Crockett Ernest will hit 10th. Number 20, Thomas Bramblett, the second baseman, will hit 11th. And number 2, Gunnar Laney is your first baseman, as the first pitch was fouled away by Wynn. And we're underway. It is a 1-1 count, and that is Lincoln Walker working extremely quick. Wynn hits one right to second. Close play, and he got him. Close play. Second baseman for the Grasshoppers, that is Bowman over there, nearly took too much time and cost his team a base runner, as that is going to be a 4-3 putout for out number 1. Walker's first delivery is away to Garza. Pitcher-on-pitcher battle. Garza fouls it away. We've got a 1-1 count. One count. Walker sets and fires high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the home half of the first. Walker, as I mentioned, working extremely fast, and that's a rocket up the middle and a base hit for the opposing pitcher, the first knock of the game for either side, and we've got a base runner. That's going to bring up shortstop number 40, Ford Johnson, looking to keep it going for the Whales. First hit from either side. The Grasshoppers had a walk. Garza with a massive lead off of first. Off of the leadoff. Catcher did not see him. I think I might have taken off on that one. As Rip Johnson hits it right to short. Steps on two. Fires to first. He cannot catch the hop. Great block by Swain. And that'll be 2 outs on the field. 2 outs after the fielder's choice. So the fielder's choice is out number 2, Garza out at second, and Raymond Hodge at the plate. Here comes Johnson, goes halfway and back. Thought he was going there. Did not fool Springnather, the catcher for the Grasshoppers. Strike 2 on that one as Hage takes 2 in a row in the zone. He's down 0-2 with 2 outs and Johnson on first. Walker gets him swinging on the outside corner, and that is out number 3. We head to the top of the second, no score. Coming back here in the top half of the second inning, Saxton Ranton, number 99, the third baseman, will lead it off for the Grasshoppers. Still searching for their first hit as Garza gave up a walk for the home team Exploding Whales, but did not surrender a run or a hit. So still looking for their first hit.
Number 99, Saxton
Ranton stands tall from the right side of the plate. First pitch out of the zone, ball 1. Garza sets, rocks and fires high for ball 2. 2-0. Ranton looking to get on to start a rally here for the Grasshoppers early on in this one. Strike 1 on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ranton. Ranton sends one out to left center, and that's going to be dropped. That ball is dropped. Ranton takes a wide turnaround first, and he'll hold up there. So that's going to be an E7 on the play The left fielder for the Exploding Whales botches it, and then he will reach on an error. And you have an E7 there. That's going to bring up Robbie Anderson. He's going to play some left field in this one, number 7. Ball is inside for ball 1. Ranton. Ball gets by the catcher and Ryan, and we will have our first runner in scoring position here today. Nice base running from Ranton there. Got a good jump, gets to second base. 2-0 count. Ball high, 3-0 to Anderson. So Garza with some early inning struggles behind in the count on back-to-back hitters. Garza needs to find the zone quickly. Ball is inside, ball 4, and he walks Anderson. So the leadoff error not looking good so far here in the top of the second for the Exploding Whales, and we've got a mound visit. Got a mound visit. While we have that mound visit, number 20, the catcher, John Springneither, is coming to the plate. Another right-handed hitter. No out so far in this top half of the second. 2 on, nobody out. An E7, easy fly ball. Maybe he lost it in the sun, took his eyes off it, not sure. But nonetheless, he dropped it. The fielder could not make the play. And then Anderson walks. So Springneither, the catcher, another right-handed hitter, steps in. Garza's first pitch is fouled off to the right. Strike 1. Garza sets. He'll get a low strike call there, and that puts Springneither down in the count 0-2. Garza way ahead. Let's see if he can put him away, and he does. The high fastball gets him chasing for out number 1. Out number 1. That's going to be his first strikeout of the ball game. Connor Swain, number 44, the first baseman, hitting from the left side, steps in. Strike. Takes one down the middle for strike 1. That's probably one I'd pull the trigger on personally. Got 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. Let it fly. Now he squares the bunt and takes it for a strike. Wow, looking at back-to-back pitches as they try for the back pick over here at first base. But Garza did not like what he saw, though I think they could have had Anderson napping as Swain puts one into left field for a base hit. Rounding third is Ranton, and he'll hold up. Oh, they nearly got him, running him back to the bag. And we've got the bases loaded and 1 out. A nice slap shot through the hole on the left side of the infield. And they've got their first base hit of the game. Swain with the single. Swain with the single, so that's going to put Ranton on second, or Ranton on third, Anderson on second, Swain on first, as Gancinotti checks his swing, and it's called a strike. So he's down 0-1 with 1 out here. Garza got to buckle down. Gancinotti fouls it down the right field line, and it is 0-2. He's quickly down. We got an 0-2 count. Oh, and he hits him. We'll have our first run of the game. He takes one for the team. And that's our first run of the game. That's an RBI. RBI there. Swain to second, Anderson to third, and Ranton scores our first run of the game. 1-0 Grasshoppers. Still one out in the inning as that's Gancinati. Weston this time swings through the first pitch for strike one. Garza reeling through this inning. An error, a walk, a single, a hit by pitch. Gancinati floats it over the shortstop, and that'll be another run. As they're going to go for two, Swain all the way around, and he'll come home to score. The Grasshoppers take a 3-0 lead as Gancinati gets all the way to second. Second and third with one out. And that's going to bring Coach out to the mound again, and we might be having a pitching change here. We will be. So that's going to be Garza run from this game after 1 1/3 inning. We'll have the changes on the mound here when we come back. Garza will remain in the game as that's strike one to Will Miller, the final of the 11 hitters in the game, in the lineup, for the Grasshoppers. So Miller, the final of the 11, then back to the top. Garza misses, 2 balls and no strikes here to Miller. So that called time was to get a pitcher potentially warming up. As he swings through it, Miller behind that one, 2-1. 3 runs in, we've got Gancinati on second, and Weston and Barron, his brother, on third. A slap shot to short. Oh, Johnson can't field it, and that's going to score 1. Here comes the second. Weston slides, and he's safe. 5-0 Grasshoppers as Miller will take second on the play. He's in. He's in there. And a mistake from the shortstop Johnson, as it was already going to plate 1 run. It's going to score 2. As that's a fielder's choice for Miller, as Bowman on the first pitch pops it up to the second baseman for out number 2. So that's going to be Miller on second with 2 outs after the Bowman pop-up. The Bowman pop-up, and that's going to bring up the starting pitcher, Lincoln Walker. He's 0 for 1. He popped out to short as the second out of the first inning. Ground ball to third. Wide throw, and Walker's going to get to first. Here comes Miller around third, and he's going to... No, he does not go home. He had a lane, but does not end up going home. So Miller stops at third, and Walker will reach on the E5 and get to second base. An easy play to end the inning, as Garza's infield has not done him any favors. An E7, a fielder's choice that could have been an out that played it 2, and then now an E5. A couple of errors and a fielder's choice. Probably should have ended the inning after maybe 2 runs. It's turned into 5 and potentially more. Pop fly to the shortstop, and he'll catch this one, as that's Kennedy Davis will end the inning. So 8 come to the plate. The Grasshoppers score 5. Grasshoppers 5. Exploding Whales nothing, coming to bat in the bottom half of the second. Thank you. All right, back here for the home half of the second, where the Exploding Whales, to say they have some work to do is an understatement after some poor defense in the home half or the top half of the second, leading to this 5-0 deficit as leadoff hitter in the catcher, number 8, Sam Ryan, fouls the first pitch off, trying to figure out Lincoln Walker, the pitcher for the Grasshoppers, as he allowed a single and then retired the other 3 hitters in the first inning, and that's an 0-2 count, a couple of foul balls to lead off the bottom of the second. Ryan looking to be the second base runner. They did have a single in the first inning, but nothing came of it. Walker ready as he's been working quick. Walker's fastball high, and that's fouled again. Walker ready, 0-2, pops it up, and that's going to be caught by Bowman for out number 1 of the second for the Whales.
Up next for the Exploding Whales,
Number 0, Owen Larned, the third baseman. Larned looking to get on to try to jumpstart a rally. Strike 1. Walker is pumping the zone so far. He is jumping back on that mound, ready to go seconds later. As a ground ball to the shortstop, he fields it, throws, and low. Swain can't dig it out. As Larned will get to second base, so that's going to be an E6 on the shortstop, Kennedy Davis. And that's how the first base runner reaches for the Whales. Maybe that's going to get them jump started. That ball is low for ball 1 as Max Ho, number 3, is the 7-hole hitter for the Whales. E6 is how Larned got to second. Walker fires outside, ball 2. 2-0. First runner in scoring position for the Whales so far in this game, as a check swing foul ball has to count 2-1. Two and one. Walker back on the mound, set, delivers high, but he gets him fishing a tomahawk swing from Ho, and that has the count evened at 2-2. Trying to tomahawk it, probably not the best idea there, but nonetheless, it's a swing. Ho fouls this one, much better there on the level swing, and it remains 2-2 with 1 out in the bottom half of the second. Walker low in the zone, ball 3, and we've got our first full count of the day. Walker tomahawk this time, and that one will drop. Fair ball. Larned trying to score. Throw down the line. It's late and well off target. That's going to be an RBI from Ho. Ho drives in Larned, and the Exploding Whales are on the board. Ho with an RBI single, and he reaches second on the throw. Strike 1 to the 8-hole hitter, Christopher Euban. Walker delivers. Strike 2, well out of the zone, but gets Euban to chase. Walker set. Ball skips the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes, trying to get him back to second. They do. Trying to create havoc on the bases, maybe get an error and try to steal a run here. Are the Exploding Whales. Not falling for it there, though, are the Grasshoppers. Chopper back to the mound, as he will throw to first. Nice dig out by Swain for out number 2. So that's going to be a 1-3 put out, and we got 2 down in the last of the second. Euban bounces out to the pitcher. Robert Mackey, number 9, the 9-hole hitter, as the Exploding Whales are batting 12 in this one. Walker looking to get out of it, and that's what he should do. Easy play, easy check to first. The toss, and he is out of there. So 1 run plated for the Exploding Whales in the bottom of the second. We'll head to the first of the third. Grasshoppers 5, Exploding Whales 1. New pitcher on the mound was formerly shortstop. Now he is on the mound. Is going to be Ford Johnson. Ford Johnson on the mound. His first delivery is ball 1. So the final line on Homero Garza is going to be 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 2 hits, 5 runs, but only 2 of them earned. And that ball sent into right center for a base knock, as Baker Curitan starts off the third with a single. He was the only man to not bat in that second inning for the Grasshoppers. That's going to bring up Saxton Ranton. Started the inning with an E7 on an easy fly ball, and he came around to score after the drop. Ball is well inside for ball 1. So Ford Johnson on. Johnson, strike 1. Well behind it was Ranton on that one. Blew the fastball right by him. Ranton delivers, strike 2. Blows another one. A little extra gas on that one. Johnson pitching angry so far after giving up that leadoff single. With the way it's going, a 1-2 count, I'd try to blow another one by him. He is well behind it. Johnson breaking ball well out of the zone behind Ranton for a 2-2 count. Go back to that fastball, young man. Johnson, 2-2, ranting up, batting from the right side. Johnson's pitch is a fastball, and he's behind it. Got a piece of it this time, but not much, enough to foul it off and stay alive. Curitan on first with the leadoff single. Ranton, the 2-hole hitter this inning, still at the plate, 2-2 count. Early here in the third, Johnson's fastball fouled again, and we'll run it back. Third straight 2-2 count. Back-to-back foul balls. Johnson ready. 2-2, swing and a miss, well over his head for strike 3, and that's Johnson's first strikeout of the day. Out number 1 here in the top of the third. Saxton Ranton strikes out. That's going to bring up Robbie Anderson, the left fielder, or one of the left fielders here today. He walked in the second and came what is one of the 5 runners to come around to score. Curitan with a large lead off of first. That's one of those scenarios you might try a back pick to catch him napping. Johnson, 1-0 count, delivers strike 1 right down the pipe. 1-1, jumps back in the count. Johnson gets a swing and a miss low in the zone for strike 2. Ball was a tad low, but he gets Anderson to chase. Johnson working quick. Gets one hit back at him. Johnson out at 2. Throw back to first is wide, and Anderson will reach on the fielder's choice. So Curitan out at second, and Anderson reaches on the fielder's choice. John Springnether is the last hope here of the third inning for the Grasshoppers. Springnether 0 for 1. He struck out last inning. The catcher here for the Grasshoppers. Springnether takes one inside. 1-0 count. Johnson throws one low, and that's going to skip by Ryan, the catcher, as Anderson will move into scoring position. Anderson in scoring position, 2-0 count. Springnether takes one high, well high for ball 3, good eye. So a 3-0 count well out in front. Springnether looking to make something happen and driving a run here to extend the Grasshopper lead. Springnether chops one to third. That's a foul ball. We'll run it back, but with the 3-1 count. All right, here we go. Springnether pops it up. Johnson runs up on it and snags it for out number 3. So that's going to be a pop out to the pitcher, as Springnether is now 0 for 2 on the day. So that'll end the threat in the top of the third. We head to the bottom half. Grasshoppers remain with the 5-1 lead. Back here for the bottom of the third inning, where the Grasshoppers lead 5-1. Exploding Whales coming to the plate with their 10, 11, 12 hitters, Ernest, Bramlett, and Laney. Crockett, Ernest, number 12, coming to the plate. Walker still in for the Grasshoppers. No reason to take him out. He's been dealing so far for the most part. He gets strike one to open up the bottom third. Ball is outside for ball two. Walker, one of the quickest Little League workers I've ever seen, and he's out here just moving. Oh, that ball is low for strike two. So we had a strike one, ball one, and then strike two. Nonetheless, gets the call. Walker finishes him off with the breaking ball. And that is how we start the home half of the third with the strikeout.
Up next for the Whales, number 20, Thomas Bramlett.
Thomas Bramlett, the second baseman, number 20, steps in. Ball is high. Ball outside for ball two. That's two in a row out of the zone for Walker. Come back and find it is what he's attempting to do here. Walker delivers strike one of this at bat. We've got a 2-1 count. Ball is high, 3-1. Walker trying to settle in here. He gets a swinging strike. Bramlett way out in front, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the last of the third. Walker signals 1 out to his defense. Back on the mound, and ball 4. He walks a man. So Bramlett able to get on, and that will bring up the final hitter in the order, Gunnar Laney, number 2, the first baseman. Laney stepping in, looking to get on base, be the second base runner of the inning. He takes strike one. Bramlett on first, Laney at bat. Laney takes strike two on the outside part of the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Walker sets, fires inside. 1-2 is the count. Walker delivers. That ball is foul. Close to being fair. We get a foul ball call there. The right call. Nearly bounced back in with the slightly uneven parts of the grass here. Walker delivers high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Takes a breath, sets, coming to the plate. He gets a dribbler back to the pitcher. Walker goes to second, to first, no throw. Good decision there from Davis, and that is going to be a fielder's choice for Laney. Retire 1, he replaces him on first. We've got 2 outs. Truman Wynn is up, and we are back to the top. Wynn hits a blooper. Oh, and it's missed from Bowman, the second baseman. Laney trying to get to third. Oh, he's gunned down, and they're going to run him down for an out. He's out of the base path. That's a great outfield assist from center fielder Baker Curitan. Throws a bullet to third, and he is run down, so Laney runs into an out. That's how we'll end the bottom of the third, headed to the top 4, still 5-1 Grasshoppers.
Next for the Grasshoppers, number 44, Connor Swain.
Connor Swain will lead off the fourth for the Grasshoppers. Ford Johnson on for his second inning of work. Johnson, ball one outside. That's how we'll start. Just missed the plate there. Swain fouls it off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swain singled and came around to score back in the second. He was the third runner to score of that inning, which featured 5 runs. Swain takes one high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ford delivers well high. I think he lost control of the grip on that pitch for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike here to the leadoff man, Swain. He delivers strike 2, so we've got a full count now. All right, Swain takes one low for ball 4. Questionable call there, as he's been generous with the low call so far in this one. But nonetheless, Swain will draw the leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Baron Gancinati. Baron this time with his brother Weston on deck. Baron takes strike 1. He was hit by a pitch and got an RBI out of it in the second. Johnson gets one grounded to the third, throws to second, gets the lead runner, and that's the first out of the inning. So fielder's choice for Barron. That's going to bring up his brother Weston. Weston with 1 out here. Weston with 1 on and 1 out. He tries to bunt and fouls it off for strike 1.
Wait, were you at practice with Coach
Weston at the plate, playing some right field here today. Hits a dribbler out in front of the plate. Catcher Ryan throws it wide, and he will reach all the way to second. He'll reach on the E2. Oh, Swain trying to get caught in a run. No, excuse me, that's Barron trying to get caught in a rundown, and he scampers back to third. So Barron reaches third on the E2. And Weston will get to second. Miller at the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice in his last at bat. Johnson in some trouble here in the top of the 4th. Johnson delivers strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out. Strike 2. Johnson blows it by Miller. Johnson delivers strike 3 on the breaking ball for out number 2. Miller frozen there. He's the second out of the 4th. Back to the top with William Bowman. He is 0 for 2 here in this one. Reached on a fielder's choice and popped out to the shortstop. So 0 for 2 for a leadoff hitter. He needs to make some noise here as they are going to intentionally walk Bowman. An interesting strategy here to bring the force out at any base. So intentionally walk Bowman to bring up the pitcher, Lincoln Walker, who's 0 for 2. He popped out to the shortstop and reached on an E5. He has not come around to score. So Walker looking to help his own cause here. A pitcher's best friend. Other than a double play, he can help his own cause when they get to bat in these rare occasions, other than Little League and maybe some high school. So Lincoln Walker at the plate trying to help his own cause with Kane Davis on deck. Walker up in the count, 2-1. Johnson delivers. Walker fouls it right on it, just a hair late. And the count is 2-2 with 2 outs. We've got Barron Gancinati on third, Weston Gancinati on second. Johnson's 2-2 pitch is low, and we've got a full count. One of the rare full counts here so far in this one. Johnson nowhere to put Walker here. Johnson gets one, grounder to second, easy toss to the second, and that'll be out number 3. So Walker grounds out for the second time in this one. No score in the top of the 4th. Grasshoppers lead is still 5-1. Lincoln Walker staying in the game for the bot to face the Exploding Whales for the second time around, with Homero Garza now was the pitcher, now the shortstop, taking his turn in the 4th. Back in the 1st, he singled but did not score. Garza rips one up the middle, and he's got 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles. Nice swing, hits it right back up the pipe, and they've got a base runner.
Up next for the Whales, number 44, Johnson.
Johnson rips one to short. Will they turn 2? He's safe. Johnson on the first pitch grounded one to short, and that's going to be a fielder's choice. Great hustle from Johnson. Don't see that too many times these days. Great hustle down the line to avoid the double play. Out number 1. Walker still working incredibly fast out there on the mound. Ball 1. Johnson goes halfway and comes back, as Garza has 2 of the 3 hits for the Exploding Whales. The other one belongs to Max Ho, who drove in their only run. Has nice rip. Will we turn 2 this time? Got a chance! safe. Ooh, a close play as Hayes will reach on the fielder's choice. So the Exploding Whales trying to get some traffic on the bases, but hitting it right to the shortstop on back-to-back balls in play, and we've got 2 outs now. Close to a couple of double plays on back-to-back hitters, but nothing comes of it. So we got 2 outs. The runner on first. Swing and a miss. A big swing from the catcher Ryan, who led off the second with the pop out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan. 2 outs. Walker ready again. Fouled off. Ryan is on it, but late. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan hits one in the left field for a base knock. Little bobble there from the left fielder Gancinati. Or excuse me, that's Anderson out in left field this inning. So Anderson a little bobble, but able to get it in. So their 4th single of the night belongs to Ryan, as Hodge will get to second. So 2 on, 2 outs. This is a big opportunity for Larned, who reached on a E6 and scored the only run for the Exploding Whales here so far tonight. Walker delivers, foul ball, back-to-back fouls, no balls and 2 strikes. Walker steps off the mound, needs a quick breather. Now back in there, Larned up. He scored the only run. Ball is high, tried to get him chase. That was an excellent waste pitch there. Now he's going to come back. He's still got a 1-2 count. Still got a great pitch count. Walker delivers. Oh, that's been called a strike once or twice today. Does not get the call there. We got a 2-2 count, evened up. Walker wanted that one, did not get the call. He comes back, and a pop fly. Bowman is there, and he secures it for out number 3. Grasshoppers keep their 5-1 lead as we head to the top of the 5th. We'll be back in a matter of moments. a lengthy discussion from the Exploding Whales bench and the first base umpire. He does not win the argument there, as Anderson is safe at first. That's going to bring up Spring Nether. And Spring Nether is 0 for 2 so far in this one. 3 runs home here in the top half of the fifth. 8-1 Grasshoppers. They are opening up their lead. Strike from Johnson. 0-2 down in the count is Spring Nether. Johnson's delivery is fouled off to the right. Count stays at 0-2. Spring Nether chases one in the dirt, and he has struck out for the second time tonight. First out of the inning, though. Out number 1 here up the top half of the fifth. A couple of other chances for some outs, but nothing going there. Anderson remains on first, and here comes Swain. Swain looks at ball 1. 1-0. Swain is 1 for 1. Came around to score back in the second on a single, and then walked in the fourth, but did not score. Swain swings through a strike, pulled his head on that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Johnson gets him fishing for strike 2. Swain way behind that one. Johnson gets him strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts after scoring 3 consecutive runs. That's out number 2 of the fifth. That's going to bring up Baron Gantinati. Cincinnati looks at strike 1. Johnson's pitch, strike 2. Beautiful pitch there. All right, home half of the 5th. A spectacular diving grab. He's got it out there in left field. What a catch from Baron Gancinati. What a catch. Great effort. Laid out and got there. Gancinati with an incredible catch after he ended the top half of the 5th. That was Max Ho on the swing, and he flies out to left. Out number 1 here in the home half of the 5th. That ball is down the third baseline, and he's going to be safe. Euban beats it out for an infield single. So infield single. They have had nothing but singles so far in this game. Have the Exploding Whales. Ball is outside for ball 1 of the at-bat. Strike 1. Robert Mackey at the plate. He is 0 for 1. Grounded out back to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. Mackey swings and misses. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Mackey can't handle Walker, and that is out number 2 of the 5th. That is Walker's 3rd strikeout of the evening. Ball gets by the catcher Springnether as Euban will take second on the pass ball. Ball is grounded to third. Easy play to first. He overthrows him. Collision at first as Euban will try to score, and he does. Ernest will not take second. He had a lane and everything, so Ernest reaches on the E5, and that'll plate Euban. So the Exploding Whales on an easy, what should have been a ground out to end the inning, end up with an E5 and a run scored. That's going to bring up Thomas Bramlett. Bramlett reached on a walk in his last at bat. Trying to make something happen, down 8-2. Still time. Bramlett swings through a strike. Strike 2. Strike 3, pardon me, as Bramlett goes down looking. That is Walker's 4th strikeout of the night. That ends the threat here in the 5th. We'll go to the final inning, number 6. Grasshoppers 8, Exploding Whales 2. Johnson for the Exploding Whales on for his 4th and final inning of work, unless the Exploding Whales can mount a comeback in the last of the 6. But before that, the Grasshoppers with another chance to add to their lead. They will have Weston Gancinati, Will Miller, and William Bowman headed to lead off the 6th. Weston will lead it off. He had a 2-run single back in the 2nd, and he reached on an error in the 4th. He takes ball 1 to begin his at-bat. Gancinati rips one to center, and that's going to be caught. Nice job there. Great catch. And that is out number 1 to lead off the 6. One of the better swings of the day from either side results in an out. That pitch is called a strike on the 11-hitter Will Miller, and then we'll be back up to the top. Miller will be in right field in the home half of the 6th. Miller fouls it off. And he is down in the count 0-2. Miller awaits the 0-2, 1 out, and he chases a breaking ball for strike 3. That was out of the zone. Miller gives Johnson a gift. Johnson credit for the strikeout. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. That's going to go back to the top with William Bowman. He was intentionally walked in his last at bat. He is 0-2. Bowman almost turned into the pitch. That did not look from our angle. That was anywhere close to hitting him, but he tried to create a hit by pitch out of of nothing. Johnson, 1-0 count, 2 and Johnson, 2-0 count. Bowman pops it up. Can they get to it? Oh, he cannot come down with it. Ryan, the catcher, does not able to hold on to that one, so we'll go with it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Keeping this at bat alive. Bowman still a chance to do some damage here. 2-1, 2 outs. Johnson steps off. Bowman with a deep drive to left. That's going to get down. Bowman, ball all the way to the wall. Bowman searching for 3. Steps on 2, and he'll have a stand. Nope, he slides into third, but he had a stand-up triple if he wanted it. Nonetheless, it's a triple for Bowman, his first knock of the night. Bowman, a 2-out triple. That's going to bring up Walker. He has been dominating for the most part on the mound. He's still searching for his first base knock. But before Walker comes up, we'll have a mound visit. All right, after the mound visit, we're ready. Johnson well out of the zone on that one. Ball 1. Lincoln Walker popped out to short, reached on an error, and reached on a fielder's choice. Or excuse me, grounded. Yeah, He grounded into a fielder's choice but did not reach base because it was out number 3 of the 4th inning. So Walker has reached base once on an error, and that's about it. Walker's bat has been quiet, but his arm has made some noise here tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike. Walker fouled that one off. And that's high. Here he comes. No, he stops. And Bowman goes back to third, playing it safe. That might be a time to risk it all. Up by 6 runs. I mean, and there's advantages to playing it safe and playing it not. I would have gone all the way. But we've got a 3-1 count. Walker takes, no, he does not take ball 4. That is a low strike on the ground. We've got a full count. Johnson's delivery popped foul. We will do it again. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Johnson delivers high, and Walker reaches base on the walk. It's going to bring up Kene Davis. Kennedy Davis has a double and a walk. Walker will take second as expected, as the Grasshoppers are trying to grow their lead. As he delivers, that ball is a rocket to left, but caught. A great swing from Davis, but it will not come up in the score sheet as nothing more than out number 3. We'll head to the final half inning of this one. The Exploding Whales need 6 runs to tie, 7 to win. Stay with us and find out if the Exploding Whales make the comeback. Home half of the 6th is ready to begin. Gunnar Laney, the final hitter, and the Exploding Whales order will step to the plate. He's 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice, and his only at bat so far. He takes ball 1 high out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walker. Let's get him up 2 runs in this one. Dominating most of the way. Strike 2 on the foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Walker gets a pop up and it hits the net and stays foul. We'll do it again at 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, ball's back in play. Walker set, gets strike 3 at the top of the zone, up the bottom 6, the strikeout. Truman win 0 for 2 so far in this one. Stepping in for his third at bat, bounces it back to Walker. Easy toss to first is out number 2. A 1-3 put out as the Exploding Whales are down to their final out. Homero Garza, 2 singles in this one, their last hope. Strike 1 to Garza. Walker looks like he's going to go to the distance in this one. Garza fouls it off, and we've got an 0-2 count. All right, 1 ball, 2 strike count. Garza looking to keep the Whales' hopes alive. Walker's delivery, chopper to third, easy play, throws to Swain, and he got him! And Walker will send the Grasshoppers into the finals on Saturday. Grasshoppers take this one 8-2, and that's going to do it. We'll be back for the second game here in about half an hour between the Hot Rods and the Bananas. Come back with us for the second part of the semifinals here later on tonight. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon.